Hey everybody and welcome back to Nightbringers Watch. I am your host Falk and tonight we are continuing our way through the dark streets of London. And while I was roaming around, grabbing some loot, I found a flyer that gave me a hint about the dude that we called a murderer because he looks like one. But for now, though he's coming there, I want to go into the Skals Club and proceed our mission a bit further. Just a bit. The Skals Club. Hello.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Skals Club, I presume.
The Skals Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Skals Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
Why is there shattered glass everywhere and why are there so many things on the floor?
There has been quite a battle here.
Yeah. It totally
I'm
looks
sure
like.
the Skals Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Oh, you think so? I think so too. Don't know where that will lead us to, but for now... Gods of breathing everywhere. Can we sense other vampires? Maybe. Yeah, where he has to, right? History and purpose of the Skals Club. New collectible.
It's locked, all right.
Okay, let's get up there. Try to search Lord Redgrave. Who's that? A good dagger. Details. Offhand melee weapon. Strong but small knife, mainly used to pierce and rip open the opponent. Okay. $5 only. This one's also locked off. This one's a fake door. Wait, is
It's
it?
locked.
Yeah. Then proceed to the other side, please. Take whatever. Oh. Oh. That would be a nice weapon, I think. Hello? Anybody in here? No? Then don't mind if I do. Need some screws. Screws that kept that door in place. They have quite the medicine here.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal was no match for him. Here. Come forward, young Ekon. for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
I think this one's so goddamn old that he still sees women as a tool. Should we appease him or should we tell our truth? Let's go with that route.
She has proved to be helpful on many occasions.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skal plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
I have questions first.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What does a membership imply?
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
I thought we are a loyal servant to the British Empire. Good. We've not been to tea with the Queen or anyone of the royal house, but not even the butler. But I think we did our duty on the battlefield, right?
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members. And I do appreciate obedience.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skals. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
Okay, let's be quick.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
Okay.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
Resting in a grave? Okay, I think now we are going to join.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Okay.
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
Okay. Dr. Law Redgrave, can we talk to those others?
I went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign Ekons. This is an outrage.
Who are you? You are the only unknown here.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
I feel a bit uneasy here.
It's quite unsettling. As a doctor, I am more used to being the observer than the subject observed.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
No, you're famous.
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reed.
Okay.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
So you are like Dr. Swansea or something like that? And his strange club?
Is not the nature of this club a secret, shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
Okay.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Also good to know. So he might be afraid?
Mr. Dawson, of Dawson and Dawson, the wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
Skals have been spotted everywhere in London. We are losing this fight.
What do you know about the Guard of Prewin?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
Okay.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reed.
True, if he's a human, he is not in danger.
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
Okay.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
I must admit the Guard of Prewin impressed me. They must have spent years preparing our plan.
Huh.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear. A necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
But we are still the doctor, and we made a vow to heal and protect those who can't protect themselves, to research sickness and stuff, and to find cures and help everybody. So what was that?
I personally went patrolling last night in the West End, and I spotted at least 2 foreign econs. This is an outrage. We shall chase these intruders down.
Anything that we can find here? Oh, now the door's open, huh?
I thought it was Fergal coming back, but no. That creature barely spoke English.
Can we talk to these? Hello? Hello? Can't talk to those four. Now let's talk to Lord Redgrave.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Why?
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
So you were spying
You were
on me, huh?
spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Ah,
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
okay.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
How does he know about my victory? How it was? If he did not leave the house. And Fergal was the spy, right? So he could not report back about the killing. Strange.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Skals in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Skals.
You think so?
I have met peaceful and wise Skals. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skals are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Huh. Oh. We raised our mesmerize level, and chapter 4, family portraits. Ask locals about possible sources of infection in West End. Okay, can we now talk to those? No.
I know we're facing a crisis.
Okay. Here's nobody else. Right. Arthur Pemberton. Ah, this guy. Hey. We talk to Arthur?
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Only that. Question
I
citizens
think Lord
about the
Redgrave just
infection.
suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Women of all countries unite! Women's right to vote is only the first step.
This music reminds me of an let's play that I watched. Let's play of Silent Hill. And this beginning, this that reminds me. I don't know if it reminds me of the first or the second, though, since I never played them myself. Okay, let's see what we are finding here. This is our house, right? Yeah. Let's get in and start with our family. Oh, there he is.
Yes,
Avery.
Mr. Jonathan.
I'm currently investigating sources of the epidemic in this part of town. Do you know anything useful?
Not really, except all the Macpherson's servants resigned a few days ago. They feared becoming infected, they said.
The Macphersons? Where do they live?
I think it's a rich house near the railway bridge in the southern part of the district.
Hey?
Goodbye, Avery. Please watch over my mother until I return.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan, but please return as soon as possible.
If mother would know something about this epidemic. Where is she? Up there, okay. I'm mesmerized level 1. Hello? Really? I can't get in there? Where do I... Ah, from the outside, okay. I totally forgot that you have to be in a special place.
Your father and I have spoken about your fiancé, Mary. We believe he'll be an honorable husband for you. We'll set a date for the marriage then. That way, I'm sure one of my children will give me grandchildren. I understand your thirst for knowledge, Jonathan, and your father and I are proud of it. But you are not that young anymore, my son. When will I meet your soulmate? You can ascribe my romantic tendencies to my French origins if you want, Aubrey. But I'll never cease to believe in a match made in heaven, my beloved.
I really wish you could meet her, Mother. You would love her. It's locked, all right.
Poor mother.
Hello again, Mother.
Jonathan, back already? Good, good. I was just about to go outside to find you. You shouldn't stay away for so long.
Okay, we can't ask her about the thing with the epidemic.
Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son.
Okay,
Please come.
before I end the episode, I want to ask one last person. If I ever find the way out, that is. Ah, there. I want to question Charlotte, the daughter of Elizabeth Ashbury.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
About local sources
I'm
of infection.
investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Okay.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Now we have 2 leads to go to. The... What was that? McMullins? And those? We might find out more if we find those other people like Clarence Crossley and that one. Oh, the ones in the shop. How do we get in there? Entrance about here. Oh, hey, he came out.
Women of all countries unite!
Can't rob him. That. Or, wait, hey.
It's locked.
Oh, it's locked.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
Okay, let's do a medical checkup. Is healthy.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand.
Thank you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
Okay. Yeah, that's the clue we got from Avery. Okay. We'll talk to Calhoun Russell next time.
I'm sure you'll take care.
Now we know who he is. And I thank you all for watching and liking, sharing and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!